I hope you all had a great weekend and a good time watching the Super Bowl if football is something you're into. We're going to be starting off this week on a pretty serious note, and I think it's good we gather here today to talk about this, as it is pretty big news for all Red Dead Online players. Rockstar Games will be bringing the servers offline for Red Dead Online on Wednesday this week, and this video has all the information you need to know about it. We will also be discussing the results and consequences of this server shutdown and what it means going forward in-game, so make sure you plan accordingly. As we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. How do you feel about hearing this Red Dead Online news? Do you guys have any feedback? All feedback is greatly appreciated, and also if you guys are new to the channel, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Red Dead Online and Red Dead Redemption 2, especially if you are a part of that 76% of people who have checked out the content but may not be necessarily subscribed yet. If you guys want to stay up to date with all things Red Dead Online on a daily basis, the content will still be here all the same, but the option is definitely there for you. Anyways though, let's start talking about Rockstar bringing the Red Dead Online servers offline this week. If you head on over to support.rockstargames.com, you'll find the highlighted message pinned at the top of the website. It's a PSA from Rockstar about Red Dead Online servers, and it reads the following. Rockstar services supporting Red Dead Redemption 2 cloud saves and online play on PlayStation 4 will be temporarily offline February 5th between 6 and 8 UTC time. This maintenance is not expected to take the entire scheduled window, and services will return as soon as maintenance is completed. The good news here is that this downtime and maintenance period will only affect one platform, that platform of course being the PlayStation 4, and so if you are on Xbox One, PC, or even one of the few on Stadia, which funny enough have not really been experiencing any online issues with animals or camps, etc. because of the cloud saving and the way the game is streamed, all three of those platforms, though, are in the clear on Wednesday. But if you are one of the unlucky players on PlayStation 4, it's not all bad news, though, and we are going to get into that. For starters, we all know how bad the overall stability of Red Dead Online has been recently. Disconnects and game crashes are frequent, and not to mention any of the Moonshiner update bugs and glitches that have yet to be addressed still, of course, being in the game affecting players and their limited playtime, but the camps and animals still being the biggest question people still have on the weekly Tuesday updates. Are the camps fixed? Are the animals fixed? The answer is always a no, although this week it seems like animals may have been spawning more frequently for players on console. I sent out a poll on Instagram asking if current players were noticing more animals spawning on their servers, and 61% of people who participated said yes. Still mostly anecdotal data, but that's the best my own Instagram account can do right now, considering it's all hearsay and users parroting each other in the YouTube comments about what exactly is wrong with Red Dead Online. But basically what I think here is that we can gather is that there may be a slight improvement across the board this week, be it either temporary or permanent. The problem is definitely not solved in any capacity, but that slight improvement in animal spawn rates on consoles begs the question of what will happen after the server maintenance downtime. After all, Rockstar didn't give us any details of why this is needed or what it's for, and it's not like they necessarily have to, but nonetheless they still didn't expand on that. So what is interesting though is that it's only PlayStation 4. It's not Xbox One and PlayStation 4, because if it was both platforms, potentially even PC, because even PC has these issues, just not to the severity of consoles, but if it was all these platforms, then it would make sense for this to be overall maintenance to potentially fix some of the many problems players are experiencing in-game. Although, unfortunately, that may not be the case here. If it's only one platform, that seems like there is some extreme issue on PlayStation 4 that needs to be addressed, because this is also the first time ever that Red Dead Online services have gone offline like this, and at least it's the first time Rockstar's ever given the player base any heads up in advance. So PS4 players, I do have to ask you, have you been experiencing any significant disconnects recently, or have you noticed any major problems in terms of connectivity to Red Dead Online? Keep in mind, this server downtime follows 2 straight days of extreme server stress and instability, and perhaps this maintenance is the result of that, and perhaps Rockstar realizes that they need to either upgrade or expand the number of active servers to start taking on heavy player loads. On Saturday, 12 p.m. Central Time in the US, Red Dead Online and GTA Online started to experience massive problems, and using downdetector.com, we were able to track just how many people were experiencing these issues. The problems were very widespread across the globe, and I tweeted out this wondering what was going on. A couple of you guys got back to me because I just got home from the airport and I was unable to log on, and the issue persisted long enough that I had to leave my apartment again and go somewhere else for the day, and thus that made me lose my daily streak again because I was not able to log on to get some of the dailies done in Red Dead Online to maintain my streak. If you guys didn't know, I lost an 80-day streak just last week and I was trying to build it up and I just lost it again. So the problem with connectivity seemed to have sorted themselves out that night, but then again on Sunday around the same time, so 24 hours later around noon, Red Dead Online experienced massive server issues again. And once again, we can just see how widespread these issues were across the planet, with players in all different countries not being able to log on to Red Dead Online and even Grand Theft Auto Online. On Sunday though, the problems appear to be social club related and not necessarily in-game related, and so that kind of explains why lots of players were having these issues, because everyone using Red Dead Online and GTA Online services on any platform is using social club. So what were the causes of these problems on Saturday and Sunday? Well, Steam is able to track the current player counts for their games, and although this doesn't necessarily accurately reflect player counts for console versions of GTA or Red Dead Online, just expect the numbers to be greater, maybe 2 or 3 times greater. PC gaming is always in the minority, and console gaming is typically huge, especially for huge AAA blockbuster titles like Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Redemption 2, and GTA 5 numbers peaked at over 219,000 players just today on Monday, and Red Dead Redemption 2's player counts peaked at over 42,000 today. Both have never been so high before, and on Saturday and Sunday they were actually even greater, although I don't have the exact numbers to back them up. Red Dead Online recently has also been sitting at less than 15,000 people at any one time, and only 25,000 peak for the day, and GTA's percentages are quite comparable. Typically, active players are less than 100,000 when I typically check, and the peak players for the day at the highest time is only about 125,000. So the servers are definitely stressed right now due to the high player counts, and this all could be why Rockstar is making sure us players won't be experiencing any more issues in terms of connection in the future, as the past 2 days have been pretty rough for us Rockstar Games fans, both in GTA Online and Red Dead Online, and I am very hopeful that this could address some of the problems players are having with camps and animals and the other online stability issues, although I am still putting my money more on the next DLC update and title update that will actually be the one to fix and address these issues. Animals simply have to be fixed for Red Dead. It is a non-negotiable for Rockstar Games, and it's part of what makes this beautiful open world so vibrant, and because of the trader role being tied so closely into animals, they absolutely need a fix, but it's just too soon, I think. I really don't think any real change will come around until the next major update, whether that's March or April or whenever. But please, plan accordingly with the downtime, PlayStation 4 players. Make sure you have the time to log in and complete some of your daily challenges before or after this downtime. If your daily challenge streak is still something you want to keep up with, it would be a shame if you attempt to log on when the servers are offline and you then lose your streak. But fair warning too, as it stands right now, we are also approaching this week's Red Dead Online update coming Tuesday morning, which, truth be told, I think won't be much at all as well, considering how little Moonshiner's drip feed we actually have left, and how we are still a decent ways away from a new Red Dead Online DLC update. Outlaw Pass number 2 doesn't expire until March 10th, and we only have 2 new hats, 1 new shirt, and a special location for Madame Nazar on Valentine's Day left as a part of the Moonshiner's drip feed, and so if we don't get any of this new clothing tomorrow and we just have either recycled clothing or even the bare minimum of just some new discounts and bonuses, or even just a new weekly collection and a featured free game series like the absolute bare minimum, you were definitely warned. Even though there is nothing official from Rockstar Games about the next Red Dead Online DLC update, they did tease more and give us more hints and clues as to what possibly could be coming next, and we have some more information from a Rockstar Games enthusiast and Rockstar Games insider on what the next Red Dead Online DLC update will be. It will come as a surprise to some of you it may be good news, it could be bad news. We will be talking about that later this week, so stay patient and waiting for that video. We will have the Tuesday update video out tomorrow. You can't expect me to be live on twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv all day tomorrow. Right after I get the Tuesday update video up, I will be live streaming on Twitch. You will not find any live streams here on YouTube tomorrow. With that said though, that is where we're going to wrap up today's video. Please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section if you will be one of those affected by the server outages. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Red Dead Online and Red Dead Redemption 2. If you guys want to stay up to date with updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube. I practically live on all three of those websites, and you can feel free to either strike up a conversation or even ask me a question. Whatever it may be though, you can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links, including my Discord, can also be found in the description down below. With that said, thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.